Good evening, ladies and gents, this is Nerds the Human, and welcome back to our Medieval 2 Britannia Rebels campaign. And you join us down by Cardiff, where we're getting ready to launch ourselves a sneaky little invasion. Our fleet is ready to arrive, and our men are not too far away. Maybe this seems kind of obvious to them, but hopefully the AI won't see it coming. Up in the north, we have the Scottish under attack from the Norse, which is marvellously good news. Hopefully that will provide some distraction for us to go and take Edinburgh. So with Edinburgh under our control as well, we should hopefully be in a very strong position in terms of pushing the Scots all the way back into... Well, I don't really know where are they going, actually. They're on Arran, they're Dumfries, and... maybe still Aberdeen, who really knows? I mean, Perth is under siege. Looks like they'll win that. Actually, it's not under siege at all, is it? It's just slightly destroyed on the outskirts. But William Wallace is around, which is potentially a problem. Inverlochy definitely can't hold off against that, although we can actually upgrade the castle if we had money, which is a bit of a shame. Edinburgh and Cardiff falling, though, should hopefully give us a little bit of money. Of course, there's also Lincoln over here under siege. So is that this turn or next turn? I can remember nothing. Yes, next turn. So next turn we'll have a few more options in terms of the monies, which is lovely news. And with any luck, that puts us in a very strong position. Now, I'm going to assume we can't actually make it over to Cardiff. Where did my army go? It says there's no army. The army doesn't exist anymore. Well, that was unexpected. Let's give this another go then. And on the reload, the army exists. Okay, good. I've not seen that before, where the army disappears out of existence when you send them a boat. But alas, that wasn't meant to be last time. We can't make it this turn. I did think it was a bit much, but you know what? We'll take it. We'll take it for now. We'll just sit there staring at Cardiff. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay, and Edinburgh, I need to put that back under siege again with this here army. So we'll just get pretty much the same set of things as last time. Yeah, we couldn't quite afford that, could we? Okay, let's see what we can manage. Yeah, apparently the tower's a bit too much. Let's get a big pile of ladders. Big pile of ladders is all we really need. And the other thing I've been thinking about, obviously, we've got a few troops over here in Italy which we can't really reach at the moment. So I'm not going to try and send those boats where they're going to inevitably die. What I was thinking about though was Ireland, because last time, okay, it was a bit painful, some of the battles we've had with the Irish over here, and I can't help but notice that Lifford does look quite quiet, if I'm honest. It's not exactly heavily defended. Okay, there's another little army here, but frankly, if these are empty and we've got all of this, then yeah, I'm pretty certain that's going to be vulnerable in some way. Now, Derry itself is a bit vulnerable, so I don't really want to use my troops from there, certainly not until I have money to reinforce. What I'm more tempted to do, though, is send the army from Athens up north. Now, we'll almost certainly lose this because we are being assaulted, but we know around here in the south, yeah, Cork and Tipperary have more troops, and I'm a bit concerned that there's not a lot we can do about them. If we go up to the north, we can have Lifford, Derry, and Downpatrick over here, which is also, yes, as I see, they're not very well guarded. We could, if we're clever about it, manage to, yeah, claim the north for us. Okay, there is a tiny, alright, a little force. Nothing too big, though, and presumably that's what they're sending forward. That's... yeah, okay. This might be doable. We'll keep an eye on that force, but I reckon if we send these forces up north, we can grab this land, and hopefully them. Hopefully, well, Athens was just to be a little speed bump if they bothered to attack, but more to the point, yeah, they've got the English over here in trim with all their forces. If we let the English stand in between us and the Irish, they can bash heads against each other and not me. That's probably for the best. And it gives a bit of trade over to Ely, which is very nice indeed. Okay, I think that is the plan. I'm just going to work out how many troops we send. Nothing too interesting going on here, except for this massive army with Captain Skapti. Could be problematic yet. these horses, can they make it back? Do I want them to make it back? That's a potentially a better question, actually, with this big army. Maybe not. Depends where Skapti's going. If nothing else, well, maybe we just need to get Lifford and hunker down in Derry if the Norse are going to come. Hopefully this go for Downpatrick and not us. Okay, what we want to do then, we're going to grab ourselves the watchtower here. Wow, we do not want to head south to Tipperary. Okay, yeah, I think hunkering down in the north is potentially a good plan, actually. Let's go and do that. Right, we're going to see more of those Doom warriors from last time who absolutely murdered us, I think. So let's not worry too much about Ireland. Okay, let's learn from history. And as an Englishman, maybe I should just, you know, clear off and stick to England. Yeah, maybe. On that note, though, there is Lincoln, of course. We can go and bash those peasants into a wall in a minute. And there's obviously Cardiff as well. Now, okay, the boats are doing what they always did on the Ostrogov campaign, which is they're going out of their way to come and murder us, which is unfortunate. What is fortunate for us, though, is that we are ready to come and attack Cardiff. And I don't see too much in this part of the world. The Welsh, as far as I'm aware, yes, haven't taken Shropshire, should have all their power around here because Gloucester is quite well reinforced. Last time I sent a scout up in that direction. So, okay, Cardiff under siege. That's looking fun indeed. We're just going to have to hope that, yes, Richard doesn't come and murder us after the crusade. There's different ways that can go, so we'll just have to see how the cookie crumbles with that. Alright, at this point I'm just going to leave a few units, a few of the damaged guys back home. The English are over there in that fort. I'm quite happy to let them be. We're going to head up to Lifford, and yeah, we'll just ignore the fort. We'll just go around the fort for the time being, and Athens can sit there. Oh, we've got a bit of money. That's very nice. Also, swordsmen are very cheap. I would think there'd be slightly more. Do I want to reinforce Athens particularly? I potentially do. It would be good to hold it. I wouldn't mind spending a small penny on that for the time being. The Scottish are sending forces down to deal with Edinburgh, but I think they're going to be too late. Oh, they are indeed. You know what? Let's go take Lincoln nice and quick, and then we'll head back into Edinburgh. One thing I haven't considered is the fact that we only have one ram, which is slightly concerning. Of course, it won't rain for me, although I did wait for the weather, to be honest. That's kind of on me. And what we'll try and do, though, is clear them out with some arrows, and when they move away from controlling the gateway, hopefully, then we'll start moving the ram in. Oh, it's raining! Beautiful! Alright, so we're going to start shooting them down. We're going to send the ram in anyway, because no, it will never burn, probably, hopefully. Please don't burn. The rain stopped. Why has the rain stopped? Okay, it's fine. Oh, they've opened. Interesting, I wasn't expecting that, but I suppose we did only send 37 men. The peasants have taken a few knocks. Okay, let's just send all infantry. All infantry, run on in. Use a bit of fire, my good sirs, use a bit of fire. To be honest, these guys should chop through them. They're experienced, heavy swordsmen. They should be absolutely fine at chunking these guys down and take like no damage. We're probably going to shoot flaming arrows into our backs right now, but you know what? One volley should be enough, and I suspect Lincoln will soon fall. Yeah, you know what? Let's just stop all of this nonsense, because I think I just burnt a Steve at the back. Of course I did, because we can't shoot over because we're numpties. Eventually we have managed to break them, which is lovely news indeed. We've only lost, I think, like 3 men. All is grand. And at this point, we probably should have shot those guys down from a distance when we had the chance, but we did not. So we'll get ourselves set up, shoot them down. Apart from this one lad over here who doesn't know who he is, where he is, or what he's supposed to be doing with his life, we are probably shooting down these peasants. Yeah, we have slaughtered half of them already. Unfortunately, there are a few left on the plaza. Our missiles are getting a bit low on the old ammunition, so we'll have to run in to finish them off the filthy old way. I did generally leave it to the armoured swordsmen to finish them off because they barely take any losses to peasants, but the reinforcements have now arrived, who have lost 1 man in the fight. 2 men, alright, maybe a few, not many, to be frank. Victory is ours. Predictably, Lincoln falls with only 15 men lost, which is marvellous news. Population can be somewhat sacked. There is really nothing in Little Lincolnshire, is there? Nope. But you know what? It's fine for the time being. I'm a bit sad that I haven't had a general join us at any point, because we started with one over, was it up on Skye, I think? And yeah, we haven't had a general since the very start of the game. I could do with a watchtower over here, because while there are quite a few on the map, there are none over here in Little Lincoln. Oh well. Let's not worry about that for now. No need for the church. We'll burn that down if we... Well, we haven't built it yet, Thomas. We can't burn it down. That's a bit disappointing, isn't it? You know what? We'll go for a high tax rate, but there aren't many people there. So, very high is fine, actually. They're still in 2% growth. Fine. On to the main show for now, though, which is Edinburgh. And Patrick Dunbar is here. And we have Spear Militia and Ballista. I don't think they'll use Ballista that sensibly. With any luck, probably, maybe. Okay, so uninhibited, fine. And nothing particularly interesting on here. Anything about morale? No, nothing of interest whatsoever. Let's slaughter them. The only thing that concerns me about this battle, to be honest, is morale. I reckon once we've got into the town and got the walls, we'll be able to shoot down the general with any luck. But, yeah, I'm slightly concerned about some of the manoeuvring that might go on here. I'm going to do the standard thing of sending some troops into one position, which will hopefully throw them as we start to approach another one. Let's just make sure we get our crossbowmen running up and forward over there, because they're going to do the classic shoot the other lads in the back manoeuvre. And yeah, let's just start getting all these guys running into a position now. These chaps are moving around. Interesting. I won't bother throwing in those chaps just yet. We will see about all of this. So, with these guys onto the walls pretty soon. Oh yeah, that's what we want to see. You get yourselves around there post haste, and you chaps likewise onto the wall. We need you up there in no time. Thank you very much. Alright, everyone's into position. Battering rams even got there, weirdly. And these guys haven't moved, which is probably a good sign. I'm not sure, but we're gonna give it a go anyway. Right, you guys get over here now. They're gonna go and reinforce there. We're just gonna go run into them, keep them busy, and hopefully we'll be able to keep our morale. I'm a bit concerned about all of that nonsense, but these guys are going to hit them just in a moment or two. So with any luck, that will give us a bit of extra support. And they do often pile off, don't they? Yes, they are going to pile off the walls. Maybe they've decided that we have too much, especially with the ram breaking down the gate. Oh, it's a lovely sunset scene here. It is beautiful. And, oh yeah, them piling off the wall is actually just what we want, to be honest. So if they're going to do that, I am quite happy to just send my reinforcements over here. And likewise send these chaps over into that position, because yeah, crossbowmen are making it up on the walls now. That's what we want to see. This unit is doing a very interesting thing where some of them have decided the quickest way to get into this fight is to come around here. I mean, you could come around here, my good sirs. They're going to go the whole way around the farm because they're very polite and they respect the boundaries of these people's homes. This is a war, my good sirs. This is a war. The crossbowmen have slightly caused that situation. I'll be honest, I could have been more clever in that particular circumstance, but it is what it is, and it's mainly going to be their demise, I think. These guys are up on the wall. They're still trying to get down. That's fine by me. We're not really losing anyone in the in the current moment. Can we just start... Yeah, just start getting yourselves over here, my good sirs. That would be perfect. These chaps can just start shooting into that ballista. That's a unit that's likely to rout easily. This is an interesting battle, if only because I'm kind of confused as to why no one's doing anything. Pretty much all the units are doing the same thing, and they're leaving half of their men down, not on the walls. What is happening? I'm very, very confused about whatever's going on in this battle. It's a bit of a confusing kerfuffle and a mess, all things considered. But you know what? We'll take it for now. These guys are routing. You just went to go pick off ballistas. Utter numpties. Okay, well, we'll just get the crossbows to do their filthy work on them. That'll be fine. And as long as we got the walls, this should be all right. These lads were clever enough to stand behind this building to not get shot by the crossbows. They were also clever enough to be in Siltram to avoid the cavalry charge. But no, their beautiful ruby red blood, gorgeous as the sunset, as they all get shot to ribbons by our crossbows. It's not going to end well, sir. Having the classic stupid thing here where we've got ourselves our units in the wrong position. They're supposed to walk along the walls to go and get this beautiful shot on the plaza. No, they went off the walls, didn't they? Of course they did. They climbed down off the walls and started getting themselves slaughtered by the general. What an utter bunch of numpties. At least they managed to get some of them back up onto the wall. Okay, you just about got away with that, but I'm a bit irritated because we're going to have to guard against an army very soon. And you lads have just ruined a lot of our opportunity for that. Oh well, yes, that was always likely to happen. I even waited as I gave the order and watched them walk along here, and then they must have decided to climb out. Utter fools, the lot of them. Anyway, it's fine. We're going to get ourselves into position. Over here, lads. Thank you very much. The cavalry can't climb up there. We're going to try it again. Oh, how the tables have turned. We're now shooting down the general with our crossbows from a height. This is what we want to see. Now, they are going to start, presumably, hitting our rear over here, are they? Is that what they're trying to do right now? That's fine by me, to be honest. We can just turn this into this kind of a shape. Get yourselves over here, my good sirs. Get yourselves over here. These guys are busy shooting them. They've done a good bit of damage. Whilst, actually, can we get these to still help out here? Yeah, you know what, we can. They can still run over here and start doing some lovely, lovely work. They're going to start charging in to reverse our old trap, but we're kind of not in the worst position to still fill this trap. Crossbows, you can shoot into them. They're not quite so sure they want to do this now. Are you guys going to run over here or not? Because it's kind of urgent. It's kind of urgent. The spear militia should, if they were sensible, come and hit us from here, because these guys will break, I would think. Although they are fairly eager right now. The longer this guy waits, the better position we're in, to be honest. Although maybe he's sending in free wavering ballistas. Okay, get him in there, get them in there, and that hopefully will do us some beautiful, beautiful work. Get yourselves over here. Crossbows now run in so we can shoot him in the back. They got their reinforcements coming in. It's just going to be one big death pack. Okay, one infantry. Off guard. Charge, 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 charge. It's a really a race of how quickly we can kill this general, to be honest. I want to get a good chunk of these lads in position. Trying to get them right on the wall is hard, but we will do what we can. Damn it. Okay, we have our crossbows into the fight. This is much more of a death melee than I was looking for, but hopefully we'll do all right. There goes the general. There he goes, and that should hopefully see the rest of them melt like the Swiss cheese of Scotsmen that they really are. Yes, melt, my sirs, melt. We haven't quite melted them yet, but we're getting there. This spear militia down to 99. They're wavering. They're broken. Charge through, my pretties, charge. They are currently coming to intercept, which is interesting, but they are wavering, and we are just going to shoot them from up here. So hopefully this will work out for us. Come on, get your lovely shots in. Wavering, still wavering. Lots of death animations processing. And oh yeah, that was a nice volley. A very nice volley indeed. We've got the reinforcements coming over here. They'll just finish mopping them up if they need to. And that should be the end of this lot, who at least we managed to pull out of position. They haven't quite decided if they're going to come up the wall. Here they go. They're coming up now. And they've lost the tower as they climb up it, which is not really how towers are supposed to work, but we'll take it. There we are. They've broken just in time. Save your ammo, lads. Save your ammo. These lads are going to mop them up. Let's just make sure there's no reinforcements. We're good. It's a slightly awkward siege, this one, but we're getting there slowly. Even the instructions aren't really working right now. Like, get on top of them. Go around them. There we go. Now kill them. They're over here. They're over here, lads. Anytime. Okay, we don't really know how to do this anymore, but we're getting there. One day we'll smash them if we can figure out where they are. I mean, they don't seem to know where they are. They're just, smash them! Smash them! No. 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 Oh, this one guy has the idea. We'll just leave him to do it, shall we? This position is so good. Firstly, it's just a beautiful view. We have ourselves some of our Tudor-ish style, pre-Tudor, Tudor style. We have ourselves a beautiful shot on the reinforcements as they come in to inevitably deal with us. We have ourselves a nice position to, yeah, get the little flanking manoeuvre when they inevitably decide they're going to die. And we actually have a better angle than we had on the corner here. So, fortunately, they've actually fled too soon. So maybe we won't shoot them next time. But, you know, it's fun, if slow and tedious. I'm a bit upset at these lads being shaken because this time, obviously, what we're trying to do is get around the back of them because they're still going to be drawn in towards the crossbow lads. That's a church, Thomas. Ah, we didn't get there in time. That's slightly disappointing. I'm going to keep on going. Time for the infantry to come in, charge into the spear militia, charge into them, and these lads as well. Hopefully, just push them off the plaza, just let them have room over there. That's fine, get the general, that's fine, that's your job, my good sirs. Good work, and you hit them in the rear, that should be a nice bit of damage. Yes, clear victory. Fair few men lost, they weren't very good quality troops, but hopefully we got enough left to hold. But hopefully also a bucket of money. For Scotland, indeed, my good sir. And we'll sack that for all of the monies. Woohoo! And yes, we can train the spear militia for a few turns. That's slightly concerning. Okay. I'm not sure what we want to do right here, actually. We want to get as many up to full as we can. I don't really want to do any unnecessary merging that will destroy a unit, but we'll have to do it for one of them, I suppose. There we are, fine. We'll have to just take what we've got there. Peasant crossbowmen, the game's confused about. We'll just accept that, and we'll just line up what we can. Yeah, that'll have to hold next time. I think it'll be okay. Over in Stirling, we'll just need to make sure we've got a couple of reinforcements over here as well. Glasgow, much the same story. We have plenty of cav, and I did send some of our pikemen out. So I tell you what, we'll just get some retraining done on a couple of units. I don't think they're under immediate threat, but we best keep them as safe as we can. William Wallace is not into Inverlochy immediately, which is probably for the best. Oh yes, of course, we lost this town to the Norse, but not the Scots, so that's probably the more important thing for the time being. The Norwegians are still looking a bit strong over here. I don't really like it, but we'll worry about that one more in time. Okay, things looking good over here. We've got a bit of money to spend, and where best to spend it? Well, Derry definitely needs some reinforcements. So. Let's just make sure we've got a full strength unit there. We'll have our Kerns up to full strength as well. Fortunately, we seem to have lost the experience there. Yeah, we'll get it on the 25. Fine, we'll just have to take that for now. Kern or Billman. I really don't know what to do with the old Billman, if they're actually any good or not. But we'll just take what we can for now. Give us a few more men for the before the Norse turn up and ruin everything. And you know what? Archers are never a bad idea. So we'll take a few more. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. We will take a whole new unit where possible, and we'll just leave those lads over in their castle. 2,000 left to spend. Oh, this is very nice indeed. What do we want to do about it? Well, Lincoln's not going to give us a lot, so we can just leave Lincoln as it is for now. They're hanging out inside of our fort. They don't want to take it, which is kind of funny. The AI is a little bit weird about forts. I do find it doesn't do a lot with them. Let's not bother retraining that. That's not too important. Merchant's Wolf would be lovely, but that would involve, I don't know, actually worrying about an economy at some point in life. So this is not do much to trade. It doesn't seem to be doing anything for our trade. I don't know how much. To be honest, I wouldn't mind roads here because this is where we're going to send some of our troops from. They are not particularly cheap. They're actually more the armoured sergeants, which is surprising to me, but they're not the worst idea in the world because they do give us... Oh, Shaftesbury, actually. Shaftesbury is a bit more immediate in terms of the front line, although they can't get all the same troops, can they? Oh, yes. Very weird. Okay, let's get a couple heavy billmen over there, and we will get one of these lads. How much are the longbows? 550. Okay, we'll just have to suck it up for now. And next turn, deal with it when we take Cardiff. Because our economy seems to be doing okay now. We've got enough land where our economy actually exists. It's a thing that actually exists, which is very nice indeed. The Irish are indeed going to besiege Derry, and the Norwegians are not moving anywhere. We have ourselves, oh no, the 12 good men invited a 13th, and it's a calamity for us all. Clear defeat, and the Norwegians taken over, but that might be good. Maybe William Wallace will get distracted by it. Those good men had a good time for a little while, but not going to work. Okay, they have themselves some unpronounceable spearmen who are not to hit points, happily, but they are very experienced indeed. That wasn't part of the plan. We actually do have ourselves some quite nice troops around here, but a ragtag reinforcement squad. Now, Michael Palin is on his way to take on our fleet, which is interesting, or to take on Cornwall. I'm not really going to worry about losing that, to be honest. Much more interested in getting our troops from Arundel to somewhere more interesting. We do have a little bit of money, actually, so how about we go take Cardiff and we figure out what's going to happen from there. Edinburgh survived the end turn, and honestly, if they were ever going to take it, it was probably that turn right there, and they haven't taken advantage of it, so I'm quite pleased. Let's go take the Scottish fort. Gives us a bit of... Yes, for Scotland, I heard you the first time. We're now traditionally sending 13 men to hold forts, which... Knave! By Jove! Okay, I think we've got enough to hold on, but we will, for now... Can we actually retrain those crossbowmen and we just give them armour? Just armour. Don't really want armour. Okay, we'll just take whatever infantry we can get. Glasgow. No, I think we're doing alright. I think we've got kind of just about what we want in each town to be able to do the job right now. The Scots, though, looks like they've cleared off the Norse for the time being. Indeed, actually, with William Wallace and this army over here at Perth, we probably do want more to guard. Yeah, we don't have an awful lot of infantry for the walls, so let's go and grab more infantry. Some construction. We actually built dirt roads, ladies and gentlemen. That's the first piece of non-castle / wall infrastructure we've ever built, mainly so we can send these lads in one turn up to London, which is nice. So honestly, London is not under any threat at all, but if we can get a strong enough force, we might be able to take on Northampton over here, and hopefully they just wouldn't sally forth. Who knows? Who knows? We actually haven't had a single fort battle. Oh, I could have gone into that fort battle just then. It was only the 12, 13 men, but sadly I forgot, because they never seem to attack us otherwise. Right, let's head in to Cardiff. And, alright, they have themselves some of their own highly unpronounceable archers to worry about. And, alright, not many men, but a lot more elite than us. This could be difficult if we're not clever about it. And actually, the English reinforcements are much more serious than they look. Is this a race? It might be a race, you know. Let's hit in. We are going to lose a fair few men to these archers as they head in, but I wasn't quite expecting that many deaths to our heavy infantry. But nonetheless, we are going to shoot them with some of our arrows as they approach. Mainly fire arrows coming in, actually. I really don't want them to be hitting our own archers, so I'm just going to send them back at this point. It was especially suppression fire. I don't mind a volley, but no more than that, please. No more. You lads all head in. Now, the main thing we need to do, as urgently as possible, is to stop these reinforcements. We basically need to lock them out. And, alright, we're going to put lads up against the wall, which does help them get in. I am aware of that. We could, though, in theory, if we're quick enough, at battering these lads, just take the city, and maybe, just maybe, if we need to, we'll worry about the rest of that later. You know, we could always move the ladders if that's what we need to do. Ah, we're still in range, because of course we are, Let's just get those valuable archers out of the way. Right, they do have odd scraps of units around, so we should be fine taking on those chaps, but you never know, We do need to be careful, just keep an eye on all of this, because every gate does need to be shut. You, my good sirs, yep, get yourselves up here right now. That is perfect news. There are some mailed knights on the plaza. And this is really the main area that we need to, like, not lose. This should be fine. They're just a bit annoying with their missiles. It's a shame to chop down the longbowmen, but alas, here they go. The English longbowman was actually originally the Welsh longbowman, by the way. So the most famous of English troop is really a Welsh troop. So thank you, Wales. You supplied us with a great, great England-defining troop when... yes, it's actually Welsh. There we go. There tells you everything you need to know about colonialism and conquering other countries. There now as, and with that, we shall claim victory. These are doing a bit too much damage though, because they're doing the very clever archer thing on the walls, which is actually shooting you, in spite of the fact that they are currently being stabbed. That is actually by far the best approach to this kind of thing. Let's just make sure we are winning in our other battles here. We've got the Billmen over here taking on the Unpronounceables. And, okay, let's not worry about those guys. This is supposed to be our tower. Can you just go and take it now, please? Because they're doing that stupid thing again. Go over here! Over here! Please! Okay, we've got this now. We've got this under control. Wall peasants, more peasants over here on this wall. Good news. They're just going to go to whichever wall they actually, whichever entrance they currently control. So currently it's the one that we're attacking properly. Yeah, we seem to be upset about, you know, actually moving to where I tell us to. So we should be okay. But I would like us to be a little bit careful about those reinforcements. Let's start running in over here. You guys get into this position. And the reinforcements are currently, yeah, still shifting towards this gate here. So if I can get my archers into the town up on these walls, that would be marvellous news. We are getting a bit of a battering over here though, so let's be careful about that. As far as I'm concerned, we've now got all 4 of the entrances, which doesn't give them an awful lot of options. It means that they've got to climb these ladders now. And actually, if we can just get our lads into this town, get these archers up here, then we should be able to slaughter them. So maybe that's what you need to do, like, soon, actually, my good sirs. Just run into the town. Yeah, just run, both of you, run into the town. They are... okay, they're going to start attacking us up here. What we need to do is get in to the plaza and just take it, honestly. That is the way we need to go about this. Get the Gwent Raiders up here as well. You guys can also come in. You're my other elite offensive troops. Let's get you in. These guys, yeah, also get into the plaza. Just get in there at this point. We just need to hold these ladders against the rest of them. I would like to have kicked down the ladders and chucked them. Can we just pick them up and throw them away, please? We can't do that, obviously. That would be helpful. That would be very helpful indeed. If we're clever, we could use like 4 men to carry these away and just run them in the corner. By the way, my ram is actually in this corner in case they wanted to use it. I did think about some things ahead of time, but unfortunately this gate is still open. Whilst we desperately try and organise positions of our archers who need to run over here like now. Like now. So, okay, they're going to start coming up onto these walls because that's the only choice they have is to climb these ladders that we've got here. Okay, that's fine. Is that what they're going to do? Are they just going to stand there now? They're a bit stuck. They've got trebuchet. Very interesting indeed. Okay, should be a little bit careful about that actually. Are they being shot at? They are being... oh, we're being killed on the plaza because we're chopping them down. Get on the plaza and finish the job. Oh dear, I just want to hold them off. I wouldn't mind shooting them down if I get the opportunity, but I'm a little bit concerned. There we are, by St. George. We've now got control, and let's just shoot down their artillery for the time being. And if we can get our other lads, where are you? Over there. You get on the wall as well. If they don't know a way to get in, and they're not going to use the ladders for some unbeknown reason, we'll just shoot them down as they stand here. Standing here, perplexed and kind of scarily, to be honest. Yes, the trebuchet actually only has 3 men, which is what's going on here. They can't actually do anything about us, which is lovely news. So we're just going to shoot down their archers for the time being, make sure they're not a concern to us, and we'll take out as many as we can, and then we'll just call it a victory there, really. We'll just use up our arrows. Whilst this could have been a really awkward battle and one I don't think I would have won by attacking these guys out in the field first, their experience probably would have done me in. This has worked out very nicely. We managed to snipe off all 4 entrances and just left them just in distance to shoot them down. Because, yeah, as soon as we handled the entrances, they've stopped. Which is just some lovely, lovely, lovely choices by the AI here. This, to be honest, this is manipulation, but I didn't know it would happen this way, so I'd say it's not. But it is working out very nicely for me in this particular circumstance. Yes, it is. So we're just going to shoot them down. Yeah, I guess if I had taken them all and they were further away, they would have just stopped there. They could use the ladders, though. There's no reason why they shouldn't do that. Perhaps there is an oversight on the coding, but hey-ho, I'll happily take it at this point. There are some very nice troops here that we can take down. 5 experience on them. Oh, I think we should shoot them now. And with our arrows used up, I guess it's time to declare victory for us. Yes, let's quit. Glorious. A few men will remain. But on the whole, that's a very nice victory. And we sniped off a few of their fairly good units here with some accidental manipulation. Beautiful. And with that, they will sulk off over to their fort in the west. Let's sack. Oh, yeah. That's a nice pile of money. Oh, they don't even escape very far at all, do they? We get to immediately pounce on them. Oh, I'm just going to clear these lads straight out. Oh, dear. This could be bad.
After a successful crusade in the Holy Lands, Edward returns home a hero. Battle-hardened and with Templar forces in tow, the English people rejoice, believing Edward can only lead them to further victories, as he now turns his attention to conflict closer to home.
Yeah, about that conflict, and about that home, actually. I'm not really sure what this home is at this point. Is this him here, King Edward? Okay. Okay, we get it. There was already an army here in Northampton, though, so where is it now? They do have quite a lot around Nottingham. I'll be honest, I won't be taking to Nottingham anytime soon, but we are... Well, at least they're not just appearing here on the south coast and wiping up our entire economy. That would have been somewhat unfortunate. Fortunately for us, they've all landed somehow over here in Nottingham. So that's good for us, I suppose. They just end up in the capital region. I guess that's how it works. There isn't actually, you know, a boat landing. Not that we control the seas, but yeah, there isn't actually a place to land here. But they found their way along the Trent or something, although the Trent doesn't seem to be here on this game. Anyway, it's fine. He's back, and that's not that fine. But with any luck, he's going to deal with this rebellion. You know, the Baron Alliance, which is still up here in Newcastle and in York, presumably. That's a Fort Thomas. Yes, but presumably they have Newcastle and York. And kind of the fact that the Welsh are kind of in, you know, England right now. But ignore the rebels. We're just the Anarchy. Ignore us. We're absolutely fine. Michael Palin hasn't done an awful lot in the meantime, which is good. Cardiff. Now, can't help but notice that Pembroke's looking awfully vulnerable. Montgomery's fairly empty. Does that mean that all of this is fairly quiet? Might be, you know. Interesting. There doesn't seem to be anyone over near Aberystwyth either. This is all lovely. So Pembroke's, well, yeah, definitely grabbable. Oh, let's just take the army then. Should I leave something behind? Probably best just to go and take it while we have the chance, honestly. Is it a general? Just a general, not an actual faction leader or anything. But 58, if we just waited a few turns, he might be dead. But we might as well take Pembroke when we have the opportunity. Take the south coast of Wales as well as the south coast of England. Just leaving Gloucester as a little random pocket of England. And, okay, Lincoln's looking a bit risky up here. But maybe I should send those troops back. Probably should, you know. I'm just going to leave these guys over here. And we'll send these lads over in this direction. Hopefully we can get back over the Great Ouse and head back towards London. Maybe not that way, but we'll deal with that one next time. Next turn we'll get ourselves back over there. Gather force in London. We'll try and deal with Nottingham in time. Well, there's Gloucester. But I think poking the Welsh is worth it for the moment with the soft underbelly. Okay, Glasgow. I sent a few troops out of Glasgow. to go north, and they've immediately taken the bait, which wasn't actually what I was trying to do, but you know what, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. I was trying to tease them in the whole time. Don't know what's in their army, which is a problem. Let's just see if that helps us. Lots of infantry. We need some infantry to guard this. Pikemen for the gate, and town militia for the walls. I guess that's what we're going to have to do. 2 more of those will do the job. Now, do we want any more archers? Do we have any archers here? Only one. Archers are very, very helpful for defending that kind of thing. So I'm going to send them back. These lads are really just on their way to go and reclaim a Norwegian castle. 1 unit Huskars. Interesting. I'm not sure how well we're going to do against all of that. Let's just get a unit of these chaps and some rabble to come and help out. We'll grab that. Fine. So we'll worry about the fact that Inverloch can't do much to defend itself in time. We've got castle upgrade to come if we ever think about actually having some money. Edinburgh, they're thinking about it, but they're not quite doing it, are they? No, they're not. Okay, that's interesting. As for Derry, Derry's still under siege and they haven't attacked yet. They have siege equipment and all of that nonsense. Let's go and poke these lads, which means, once again, another fort is going to be taken without a fight, which is a bit sad. Now, to be honest, I'd rather poke these lads while we get a chance out in the field. It does mean it pulls in this reinforcement army, but that's probably not the worst thing in the world. Let's face them out in the field, not in their castle. Let it in. I did indeed want to take out this main force before the reinforcements arrived, and luckily, in spite of me being the attacker, they're actually coming towards me, which is just beautiful. Okay, so they're charging their horse boys forward. We're going to lay a massive amount of missile fire on these lads as they come sweeping in. So hopefully that will do more than 1 damage, because missiles don't do an awful lot on this quite a lot of the time. No, that's a good hit there. That is a good hit. They've immediately turned around and decided that was a terrible decision. Good news indeed. So the Ulster swordsman will hopefully be able to go down after the second volley, shoots these in the back and completely annihilates them. Oh yes, the horse boys have been dealt a rather brutal blow. Fine, that's good. Ulster swordsman up next. They need to get themselves shot as well, or missiles change onto these lads, and we'll just let the horses run off. Send the horses into the catapult should hopefully finish this off. That's what we want to see. Don't really want to take too many losses here, so we're just going to pull out and get our missiles to start shooting on these lads, which hopefully be very quickly in range. Yeah, for some reason they're running towards us. Don't really know why they're doing that. All missiles, don't worry about moving into any stupid position further forward. Just get back on the hill, take off the auto shot, and that should be about it. Good work, good work. So, with them mopped up, we'll see if the reinforcements want to actually join this battle or not. I would suggest it's probably suicidal, lads. These reinforcements really don't know what they're trying to achieve. They're just getting themselves into formation, but they're not managing it because of these onagers. The siege equipment's causing them all sorts of problems. Now, I mean, they are down a hill, so if I could get this far, I could shoot them down, but I'd much rather see if they can actually manage to sort themselves out. Horse boys are just doing some classically annoying skirmish manoeuvres, which is just what we don't want to see, but we're just going to charge into these guys' own cav and honestly just hopefully clear them off. That's really all we want to do at this point. Apparently, we're taking some heavy fire from someone. It might just be a light tap from all of these horses. I don't really know, but we're just going to try and pull some of these, or at least push some of these away. That would be marvellous. All of our missiles are now getting shots in. It's not quite the engagement we're looking for, but we're going to go and grab a couple of our infantry to go and deal with all of that nonsense. They're going to charge in some proper lads into us, and that's going to cause a little bit of pain, isn't it? Right, get in there properly, my good lads. Get in there properly. We do need to go and win this cavalry battle. How are we doing out on this flank? Come on. Chop them down, get the infantry in there. That should hopefully make a good difference. And how are we doing with these lads? 33, only shaken. That's not what I want. That's not what I want at all. Hopefully they'll hit themselves in the back if I'm lucky. I don't like this. Okay, Start getting our lads in, Missile troops, you just all need to start shooting into the same sort of area. Start shooting these Ulster swordsmen. We've got these guys in here. We can hit the over there. Ah, good. There we are. We've got the breaks we want now. All missiles. Start shooting. Yeah, just keep shooting the Ulster swordsmen. Cavalry, charge into their archers. That'll be grand. Infantry, pile into these lads. Missiles, honestly, if you can just start shooting that catapult, that'll be perfect. We've pretty much won it now. It's just a matter of how many of them we catch, because we're right on the edge of the battlefield. Cavalry, charge, charge, charge. Get on top of all of this nonsense. Try and get these horse boys if you can. Those lads were pretty annoying. And missile troops, honestly, just run forward at this point. There comes one last barrage. Ulster swordsmen, just shoot them. Please just shoot them. Yeah, infantry, get out of the way. Get out of the way. They're just going to shoot a brutal shot of doom into them if they can manage it. Please just kill them. I do hate it when they're right on the edge like this. Really hard to chase them down, but oh well. We've done a decent job. Lost a few men in the middle there, but not too bad. Not too bad. Officially, the first army is completely annihilated. The second army, sadly, is going to make it back into the town, which is not really what we wanted. But apparently, we are going to be able to put it under siege anyway. So we'll grab ourselves a ram, set of that stuff. Honestly, it's going to be a while till we actually attack, so we'll just get ourselves a big pile of ladders. How long can that hold up? 9 turns. They're going to send reinforcements, sadly. Not sure we can do that, actually, but we'll see if they want to sally forth. We might be able to deal with a sally. Not maybe as cut and dry as I was hoping for that. And Stirling under siege, another one of our towns attacked by the Scots, who desperately want their land back at this point. I'm pretty sure we can hold off both Glasgow and Stirling. Edinburgh, depends how much they attack with. They've got quite a lot. And at this point, we have King Edward, looking pretty tasty, hiding out in Nottingham. So, okay, we're going to send this army over here, hide them in that tower, and then we could send them round when we got the opportunity next time. Okay, so Michael Palin is slowly making his way along down the southwest. Honestly, he can have it, and he's wasting a lot of time doing it. The Welsh are not happy about Pembroke, are they? I think we best sack it and run away, if I'm honest. So, yeah, that's probably for the best in the short term. I'm quite concerned about Derry. They will not attack, will they? I haven't really got any missile troops. This is the problem we had last time. We don't really have anything to sally with. Okay, well, in the meantime, we're sowing our seeds around here. We've got lots of things under siege. We've got lots of other things under siege. I think we're okay, though. A bit concerned about onagers. That can make this a bit awkward. Life is starting, just as it was starting to look good, it's starting to look complicated again. We do have a convert to our cause over in Tipperary, though. Look at that pile of kerns. Okay, that's not necessarily enough to win us any particular battle, but it could. Yeah, it's just popped up in the most awkward place, but we could potentially get these lads up north. See if we can get them around these lads. Well, sort of around these lads. Okay, we'll just stay there for the time being. See if that develops into anything interesting. Before we do have anything else, though, let's just head into Pembroke, make sure we've dealt with this. We might want to run away afterwards. Actually, we will consider it. We'll consider it, because it is a castle at the very least. Is it any more than a castle? I'm not actually sure. Let's just check. It is only a castle. Nonetheless, I reckon we'll take it, and then we'll worry about the consequences later. Let's see how this goes. Then we're going to do the standard play of trying to pull them around. Obviously, we want to get our archers over there. They are indeed going to get pulled towards these lads as they get their ladders up to the wall, which means we'll immediately send our chaps in to complete the complete the surround. Then these lads can come into some side wall. Honestly, it doesn't matter that much. But let's get these chaps on the wall and ready to defend. That has... Oh, are they running this way? Indeed they are. Okay, that's fine. So they're actually going to head over to these chaps, which is the area where we obviously are putting our brutal arch trap, which is lovely. So we get our good troops over here, which is what we've obviously done. We've got our best infantry in the position where we need to get our archers. So as we get these infantry up, okay, that'll be town militia over in this part of the world. So we'll just get these to go and grab the gateway. That should get their attention. Normally does. And the predictable shots from my beautiful archers come into play now. Their spearmen are going to come in to try and take us out, but I think we've got them where we want them. Armoured swordsmen are over here to defend the situation, and indeed they're going to run in between the two sets of armoured swordsmen. Are they? Yes, indeed they are, and they've immediately routed. Oh yes, this is just what we want to see. A simple and predictable end to this particular battle, as you might well imagine, though this general does seem to be putting up a little bit of a fight at the death here, he says as he immediately gets shot down. Oh, it's lovely to have some proper archers up on the wall. An efficient, proper job by none other than Nigel. And Pembroke then is officially ours. We'll sack it. It's English, it's rebel soil. Now it's pirate soil. And do we want to try and hold on? Probably do. Probably do. We can only get ourselves 3 peasants though. Bit unfortunate. Can we get anyone else there? Oh, we can. Oh, we can get ourselves 1 more unit of Welsh hunters and a unit of spearmen. Fine by me. We'll grab ourselves a few other lads in the meantime. And Cardiff hopefully will be fine to... I don't think the English are particularly interested in taking Cardiff right now, so we'll just leave that where it is. We'll send our boat into the docks of Cardiff, which is very nice indeed. And okay, things are looking pretty good in general. I mean, we've made a successful little play into Wales here, taken a couple important towns off them. They, well, Montgomery isn't well defended, but I don't want to really even take that until I need to, because it's pretty weakly. Well, it's a large city though. It's a lot of sacking. It's worth taking actually just for that, even if I can't really defend it. I mean, Oxford, to be fair, is completely undefendable, but we've been defending it forever, so, you know, we'll see how that all goes. We do, though, have, well, not Richard, but Edward has returned, so we need to be wary of that particular fact, but we are sending some lads back around to London. We're slowly building up a few important troops at Arundel, which means that hopefully when it comes to it, we've got the high-quality troops to take out the English fiends. For now, though, we just need to keep repelling the Scots, who have a couple of our cities under siege. They have a claymore and a little bit of siege equipment ready for us. We are going to take back one of our islands, and as for Ireland, well, you have the Hearn army, who might be useful in some way, but for now, we've just got to panic. Panic is the name of the game over here. We'll actually retrain those archers because they've got some good experience on them. Might as well make use of that. Don't know how we're going to take Lifford other than, to be honest, is it better just to send this army straight to Derry? It probably is. Best to send them over here. Yeah, we'll lift the siege and we'll send this army, nice little assassin there, to come and deal with this army over here. Good news indeed. So with that, we can at least now breathe a little sigh of relief. Send some of these lads out to this army. And we'll do a lift in time because they've got reinforcements coming. But at least we can sort of hold on to what we've got. And Athens might just be safe thanks to this army. But I guess for now it is time to leave it, ladies and gents. It's been a productive day. But with the return of the English king, things could get messy indeed. But I think it's been pretty productive overall. Thank you for joining me. I'm Thomas. This is Tenacious Human. This has been a Britannia campaign for the rebels of Medieval 2 Total War. Thank you, and bye-bye. Send in the camels, those shiny, smelly camels. Oh, my Anarchy loosed upon the world, apart from over here where we're kind of routed. Stupidity got us into this mess. Stupidity will get us out of it, damn it. We will have a last stand at some point. But it's not today.